Did you know that billionaire investor Ron Barron is extremely optimistic about Tesla stock? While some are now full of doubts about Tesla stock's current performance in the stock market, others are more bullish than ever. Barron shares why Tesla stock will go up, so you definitely would not want to miss this one. Ronald Stephen Barron, American mutual fund manager and investor, as well as the founder of investment management firm Barron Capital, sees big opportunities in Tesla and remains bullish on the company's stock amidst market chaos. Ron Barron and his many retiree investors recently gathered for the Barron Investment Conference, with nearly 5,000 investors and members of the media crowding into the Metropolitan Opera House in New York City. It was the first time since 2019 that the firm was able to host its annual gathering. There were presentations from a handful of company CEOs and Barron fund portfolio managers. Tesla, SpaceX, and Twitter CEO Elon Musk even made a surprise appearance and was interviewed by Barron on stage. Get extra $10 cash. Open an account and deposit any amount on Moomoo. It's a limited bonus for celebrating Moomoo's 10th anniversary. Check the link below. Moomoo is a great platform to trade stocks with many unique, easy-to-use tools. I think a lot of you will find it really helpful, especially if you want to be more hands-on with your investments. For example, find out the right time to buy and sell stocks. Link in the description below. Although Tesla shares have fallen 50% since the start of the year amid the wider market sell-off, Barron has a stunning 45% of one of his largest funds invested in the carmaker's stock, up from 41% in early 2021. Altogether, Barron's firm has 19 funds that oversee nearly $40 billion in assets. Several of those have made big bets on Tesla, including the $6 billion Assets Barron Partners Fund and the $700 million Barron Focused Growth Fund. The two funds are down 31% and 23% so far this year, respectively, but given the huge run-up in Tesla stock in 2020 and 2021, they boast solid, longer-term gains. The Barron Partners Fund has returned an average net annualized return of more than 25% over the past 5 years. In 10 years, Tesla will be the largest and most profitable company in the world, Barron told Forbes in an interview before hosting his investment conference. Earlier this month, Barron told CNBC that he expects Tesla to deliver outsized gains that ultimately propelled the company to a valuation of about $4.5 trillion. Tesla, which is currently worth $670 billion, would have to surge 570% from current levels to reach Barron's valuation target. The billionaire investor's firm is not only one of the top 20 largest shareholders in Tesla, according to filings, but Barron Funds also has a larger percentage of its overall portfolio allocated to the stock, a total of 11%, than many other large shareholders, who mostly top out at 5 or 6%. Companies that we're investing in should benefit and grow despite the chaos, says Barron. He believes that at some point, markets will stabilize. Barron Capital's big bet on Tesla is a big reason for his optimism. The billionaire money manager first built his firm's position in Tesla between 2014 and 2016, investing a total of $387 million, which has since generated billions of dollars in gains. Despite a 50% drop in Tesla shares in 2022, Barron remained convinced that his firm's position will continue to pay off in the future. "If I could, I would buy more." In a CNBC Squawk Box segment, Barron said that he plans to hold Tesla stock for another 8 years at least. "I think we're going to make 3, 4, 5 times our money on Tesla from here," Barron said in the said interview. "I think for Tesla, this is the very beginning of what they're doing," he added. The longtime Tesla bull emphasized the company's high growth rate, both in terms of production and sales, while also expecting that the carmaker will further be able to improve its profit margins. Notably, Tesla has continued to significantly increase its vehicle production and deliveries. For Q3 2022, the EV company reported 343,000 deliveries in the quarter ending September 30th, 2022, which is up from just over 250,000 a year ago. More than that, Tesla's quarterly revenue surpassed $21 billion, up over 50% from the same period last year. Barron Capital CEO Ron Barron has also been very actively investing in Elon Musk's privately owned rocket company SpaceX over the last several years. The firm's invested nearly $500 million in previous funding rounds, including $100 million earlier this year when SpaceX hit a valuation of more than $125 billion in May. "Whenever SpaceX comes along, I buy more," Barron said, adding that it has unbelievable potential. He predicts that in the next funding round, the company could likely surpass a $150 billion valuation. In an interview with CNBC in 2018, the billionaire investor said that the electric car maker could be a $1 trillion company in revenue by 2030. I think it could be a $500 billion battery business, a $500 billion car business. I give that better than a 50-50 chance, the billionaire buy and hold investor said. The fact that it could be a $60 billion company in 3 years, I give that maybe an 80% chance. He added, everyone is going to know about SpaceX. Barron told Forbes, adding that soon, through its Starlink satellite broadband service, it will be providing internet for the planet. Like his bullish stance in Tesla, he remains bullish about the company's Starship project focused on reusable rockets, which Musk has called the holy grail of space travel and crucial to expanding the boundaries of space exploration. Barron also said he sees big opportunities with the social media platform Twitter, acquired by Musk in a recently completed deal. As the new owner of Twitter, Musk announced sweeping layoffs and told attendees at the Barron Investment Conference that the social media company was having pretty serious revenue and cost challenges before the acquisition. Still, the Tesla billionaire bragged that Twitter ultimately could be one of the most valuable companies in the world. Barron isn't worried about Musk taking on too much, contemporaneously serving as the CEO of 3 companies, including Twitter, which needs to make $1 billion in profits over the next 12 months to cover its debt payments. In fact, Barron isn't done betting on Tesla CEO Elon Musk, even as he dives headfirst into his new Twitter venture. We have made a lot of money with him, Barron said, adding that Tesla makes up 40% of his Barron's Partners Fund because his cost is so low at about $13 per share. Barron believes that Tesla stock will be worth around $500 to $600 by 2025. In 8 to 10 years, we ought to be somewhere around $4.5 trillion, Barron said. That said, the billionaire fund manager agrees with Musk's recent comments that Tesla could grow to be bigger than Apple and Saudi Aramco combined, which implies a valuation of more than $4 trillion. The math behind Barron's bullish valuation target is solely predicated on Tesla significantly scaling its business over the next decade, selling about 20 million cars per year. Tesla is on track to sell just over 1 million vehicles in 2022. In 2030, if he does 20 million cars per year and they're $50,000 a car, that's $1 trillion in revenues, and he gets operating profits at somewhere around 30%. Barron explained, adding that a 15x multiple on those $300 billion in operating profits gets you to $4.5 trillion. Barron emphasized that the bull case outlined solely by the revenue contribution of Tesla vehicles doesn't include the other areas the company is working on, providing somewhat of a margin of safety on his investment. But that's not including robots, that's not including autonomous vehicles, that's not including batteries, says Barron. He also mentioned something about Tesla CEO Elon Musk. He said he thinks robots are going to be bigger than cars, so there's so many things happening at Tesla it's hard to keep up, Barron explained. In 2016, Ron Barron predicted Tesla Inc. would become one of the most valuable companies in the world, which it did. This is probably why Barron remains confident in his stance on Tesla stock, regardless of economic issues that may affect stock prices. Barron pointed to names like Tesla as examples of the type of companies that could lead the next wave of tech innovation. Notably, Barron's forecast is about long-term investments rather than day trading, and reflects much of the advice the investor has offered about the economic benefits of watching compound interest build up. The key for investors then is to find stocks that are set to gain going forward when the bear runs its course, even if they are down now. Barron said, "I told you a long time ago that I thought we'd make 20 times our money in Tesla. So far, we've made 4 times. I now think we're going to make double or triple again for the next 5 years, and double or triple again over the next 5 years. I think there's 10 times more to go in Tesla before I have to even think about this if we're right." Overall, billionaire investor Ron Barron is extremely bullish on Tesla. In fact, he believes that Tesla stock will go up from here on. Subscribe to this channel for more Tesla stock updates from now on.